The High Priestess. Mata Saraswati. The Upright Readings. Wisdom, learning, intuition, impatience, virtue, purity, intuition, sacred knowledge, divine feminine, the subconscious mind. This card is a yes positive card. Mother Saraswati has both knowledge and intuition to run the entire creation. In the same way, you also know people and the intuition of your understandings. You have a little quality of impatience. You want to finish every work as soon as possible, impatiently. You don't like delays in any work. Delays make you impatient. There is one more quality in you, purity. Your character is candid, stark. Therefore, whenever you meet a person of the wrong character, you get angry. You get to know about any character through your intuition. You keep your knowledge pure, that is why you hide some information from people. If you are a male, then you have a divine woman in your life. This woman can be your wife, mother, sweetheart, elder woman in a relationship, or neighbor. If you are a woman yourself, then you are inspiring someone's life with divinity. You are a religious woman. Your subconscious mind is always awake. People don't believe your words, initially, but, when some incident happens, then later on people understand the importance of your words. The reverse readings. Selfishness, shallowness, misunderstanding, ignorance, secrets, disconnected from intuition, withdrawal, and silence. Selfish people surround you. Sometimes you are also forced to think about yourself. The universal rule is, as you sow, so shall you reap. You try to be friendly with people, which leads to shallowness, often leads to misunderstandings. If you are in a relationship, then it will lead to misunderstandings. Be careful. To share tears on the ignorance of people may deepen the mystery of your life. With intuition, you will return, but silence is your biggest weapon. Keep it in mind. The High Priestess. Look at the High Priestess readings: wisdom, learning, intuition, impatience, virtue, purity, intuition, sacred knowledge, divine feminine, the subconscious mind. These qualities are worshipped in India by the name of Saraswati. She wears a white sari. She travels on a giant white goose. She is fond of peacock feathers. She is the goddess of knowledge and wisdom. She leads everyone from darkness to light. In Sanskrit, it is known as Tamaso ma Jyotirgamay. In the modern tarot card, the artist understood the concept of darkens and light. Therefore, he has shown black and white pillars at the right and left of the goddesses. However, failed to understand its importance, so he mentions B and J alphabets. Mata Saraswati has 4 hands. In one of the hands, she is holding Vedas, the ultimate knowledge of the world. Being Christian in faith, the artist did not understand 4 hands, but he did not forget to keep something like a book in priestess's hand, titled as tarot. Okay. He has also shown a holy cross on the chest of the priestess, shown some designs on the chair like peacock feathers. She is not sitting on the moon. Nevertheless, the moon is at her feet. It looks like a buffalo crown in ancient times. Indian goddesses sit on the moon, sometimes on the white goose, sometimes on peacock, sometimes on the large dino-size lotus. In Vedic literature, Saraswati acquires the significance in hymns of Book 10 of Rigveda. She is already declared to be the goddesses of knowledge. Her importance is discussed in Vedas, as a spiritual concept of a goddess that embodies knowledge, arts, music, melody, muse, language, rhetoric, eloquence, creative work, and anything whose flow purifies the essence and soul of a person. In Upanishads and Dharma Sastras, Saraswati is known by many names in ancient Hindu literature. Some examples of synonyms for Saraswati include Brahmani, power of Brahma, Brahmai, goddess of sciences, Birdai, goddess of history, Vana, and Vachi, both referring to the flow of music/song, melodious speech, eloquent speaking respectively, Varnsvari, goddess of letters, Kavihivajravasani, one who dwells on the tongue of poets. The goddess Saraswati is also known as Vidyadatri, goddess who provides knowledge, Vinavadini, goddess who plays Veena, Pustakarini, goddess who carries a book, Vinapani, goddess who carries a Veena in her hands, Hansavahini, goddess who sits on the swan, and Vugdevi, goddess of speech. In some interpretations, Sara is translated as essence, and Sva is translated as self. Thus, the name Saraswati would translate to she who reconciles the essence, or Parabrahman, with oneself. The goddess Saraswati is often depicted as a beautiful woman dressed in pure white, which symbolizes light, knowledge, and truth. She not only embodies knowledge but also the experience of the highest reality. Her iconography is typically in white themes from dress to flowers, swan symbolizing purity, thirst for true knowledge, insight, and wisdom. She is holding a book in her hands, the book represents knowledge. She has 4 arms. When shown with 4 hands, those hands symbolically mirror her husband Brahma's 4 heads, representing manas, mind, sense, buddhi, intellect, reasoning, kalpana, imagination, creativity, and ahamkara, ego. Brahma represents the abstract, while she represents action and reality. The 4 hands hold items with symbolic meaning: a pustaka, book or script, and mala, rosary, garland, a kalash, water pot, and a musical instrument, veena. The book she holds symbolizes the Vedas, representing the universal, divine, eternal, and true knowledge as well as all forms of learning. A mala of crystals represents the power of meditation, inner reflection, and spirituality. A pot of water represents the purifying power to separate right from wrong, the clean from the unclean, and essence from the inessential. In some texts, the pot of water is symbolism for soma, the drink that liberates and leads to knowledge. The most famous feature on Saraswati is a musical instrument called a veena, which represents all creative arts and sciences, and her holding it symbolizes expressing knowledge that creates harmony. Saraswati is also associated with anuraga, the love for and rhythm of music, which represents all emotions and feelings expressed in speech or music.